Either player can choose to snap to double the stakes of the match. And when your opponent snaps, you're presented with the decision. Do you want to continue playing for double the stakes, or do you want to retreat and give up what you currently have? For those at home, the base of the game are super straightforward. There are 3 locations that flip up on turns 1, 2, 3 that have different effects. The goal is to have the most power in 2 of the 3 locations at the end of 6 turns. Your cards have a mana cost and a power they add to a location, and then different effects here. Hood, that I'm playing out here to the left, actually gives negative power, but he generates a very powerful demon card to my hand. Each location can have up to 4 cards played out in it. So managing how many cards you have at each given location is also a resource that you have in the game that you need to think about. Okay, so I think I'm going to... So one of the things this deck does is kind of bounce its things back and forth with cards like Beast and then our Falcon cards. This returns all my cards to location of my hand and makes them cheaper. So we'll pick this Hood back up. Central Park kind of filled the board with some crap, which is awkward. I think I'm going to go ahead and Angela here in the middle. Penlon says, whenever a card moves here, give it +2 power. So I think my play this turn is I'm going to go ahead and play a demon out here on the right, and then I'm going to go ahead and beast here as well to pick all of these up and kind of clear this out and give Hood back to my hand so he could potentially make another demon. But because of Crimson Cosmos limiting my ability to play here with my cheaper cards, this might be a game where we don't replay Hood. Okay, with Falcon, we're definitely going to replay the Hood because he bounces it back to my hand again. So we're going to Bishop here on the right. And then we're going to go ahead and Hood. Actually, we'll Hood plus Demon here in the middle to make Angela bigger. And then Falcon will pick a bunch of these up, which is nice. And I think we'll Rocket Raccoon over here to the right using my last resource. Used Lockjaw here. Whenever they play a card there, it swaps it with a card in their deck. So their Nakia turned into a White Tiger there. There is a hard hand size limit in this game of 7 cards, which actually means my Demon's not going to get picked up here, right? I believe it should pick up Squirrel, Hood here with Falcon, but that's fine. I think I'm going to do what I talked about earlier and choose to snap this turn because I think we have a good chance of winning. Basically saying, okay, opponent, if you want to stay in this game, we're going to double the stakes. Can I explain what changes? Opponent snap 2. They also think they're winning. Let's see who's correct. They have not discussed or detailed exactly what changes they're making at Barra. As soon as we know what changes are coming as far as the economy is concerned, I will post details on the YouTube channel. Well, I think my bet that I'm winning seems to be the case. Although they get a random here, right? Okay, Mr. Negative. Yeah. So they're only at 9 power here, and they're at 8 here. And now, if my opponent wants to stay in, they have to commit 4 more cubes. Now, my opponent has to decide, do they want to gamble 4 more cubes to see if they can win this game? It doesn't look like they can win this game. Or do they retreat and only give up 4? So if my opponent chooses to stay in, they give up 8 if they lose, but they also get 8 if they win. I'm ahead here by 6 points, and I'm going to gain 2 on Bishop from these cards I'm playing out. Yeah, my opponent retreated here. Victory. They decided they don't want to stay in. It looks like they're losing. So I get 4 rank points for this, and they lose 4. Let's make sure sub chat is off while we're hanging out for this. We have people have questions they can ask. Well, they didn't snap until earlier, right? And this is key too. It was crucial that I snapped on the turn when I did because my opponent didn't know what my board position was going to look like. It's important to push when your opponent doesn't have the information that you have about what's going on. You wanna snap before you make your strong showing, not the turn you do. Is Crimson Cosmos featured right now, or are we just super unlucky? All right, so I think I want to Iceman here on 1. Gives a random card in their hand +1 cost, a little disruptive element. Okay, Falcon and Beast here. Our hand is pretty reasonable if we could find one of our payoffs. We're looking for a Collector, an Angela, a Bishop. Hood is a little bit of a payoff in a way because he makes demons, but the fact that we're locked out of playing into the Crimson Cosmos is awkward. Okay, there's an Angela. This is gonna put a bunch of rocks in my deck when we play there. I think I'm just picking these up over here to start. And then next turn on 4, we can actually go Angela, triple 1-drop, Falcon here, pick them up again. So I think I'm gonna snap here because we have a really strong setup here. Ooh, their Iceman hitting our Falcon kind of disrupts that. Said. I think we're still in an okay spot here, but a little bit less good than we could be. I'm gonna elect to not play out my other, my other 1-drop here, because if I draw a Bishop next turn or a Collector, I need space on my board to be able to play it, and I can't play out into Crimson Cosmos here. Of course, we're also about to get a bunch of rocks, so there's a good chance we just draw a rock next turn. Hobgoblin's cute, and actually we'll be able to Hobgoblin next turn, right? Because so we go Falcon here and then Demon here, and then we'll be able to Hobgoblin plus Demon next turn, because these are all free to play back out because they were made free by Beast. So I'll retain that. There are different versions of the same characters. Yeah, there are alter art variants for almost every character in this game. Oh, you brought me food? Thanks, dude. Love you. All right, so they're at 14 here, so we can easily Demon there to win. We can Hobgoblin here and probably win, and then we can play all of these out here to pump her up. We probably, a good chance we win all 3 locations here, actually. Saying I should have played Agent instead of 13. Agent cost 1 mana. Hood had been reduced by beast. It was a wash. Yes, there was. I actually have the Human Torch version loaded up here. Need to grab a napkin really quick so I can eat my lunch. Man, collector on 1 here is kind of correct. Alright, I am going to mute myself to eat really quick here, so enjoy silent gameplay. I'll be back to talking a little bit. This game has so many good decisions, I can't help but talk about it, chap. I think I'm gonna bishop into the Tinkerer's Workshop here and fight over their Angela Strong Guy path. That might be wrong, though. Next turn, I get to Hood Korg into Asgard. Because the problem with playing Bishop into Asgard is while I'd like to win Asgard, I kind of need an open path in order to beast my 1-drops back from. So I think I Bishop here and we just punt Asgard. What a just shitty RNG fiesta. This lag actually just dead on this box. My shit didn't pick back up. Our hand was so good. That's so frustrating.
Escaped.
to give maybe a hot take to you, Heat. You said you can't believe they didn't just build on Marvel Champions. It was already a good game. Well, I've never heard of Marvel Champions, so I have to imagine it's probably not that great. Oh yeah, living card games are almost never successful. I think we Falcon here. There could be merit to Falconing into Angela here. We're gonna be in a pretty good spot. Angela's gonna crank to 5. These are gonna come back to our hand. Agent's gonna put a card in our hand, so our Collector's gonna go to 10 here. Seems great for us. Bishop. Okay, so we Bishop into Rocket Raccoon. I think I'm just locking myself out in the middle, and then we'll play Chavez somewhere next turn. Oh, I guess I can Nightcrawler mid to give myself the flexibility of not being locked out. Let's do that. Hey, serious? Thank you for the brand new Prime. There's a ton of places you can drop that off every month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending this for this month and keeping me around. They've got one card. Oh, here's an interesting thought. What if I do this? And then I'm winning all 3, and then one card can't possibly have them win all of it, right? Because even if this goes +6, it's only 11 here, and then I'm at 15. And then this gets 1 bigger, but I'm adding 12 here, so I'll be going to 15 here. Exactly Doctor Doom? Sure, I'm fine losing to Doctor Doom. Oh, I forgot their Nightcrawler could move. I forgot their Nightcrawler could move.
Defeat.
I forgot their Nightcrawler could move. We were moving mine too, and I forgot that theirs could go. In my head, I was playing around Chavez. But they're drawing Khazar is there as their last card. It's definitely a good beat because it allowed them to add extra power into these other locations. I guess even without Khazar, if this had been Chavez, we still lose this, right? Because of the Nightcrawler move. Need to remember that. Yeah, honestly, and this is a kind of low bar, but the 3-minute games of Marvel Snap tend to have more meaningful decisions and player agency in them than most matches of Magic the Gathering the last 50 minutes. A lot of Magic games play very on autopilot these days, where you just like a lot of the decisions you make in a game of Magic are how you mulligan and how you sideboard. The way your turns actually play out inside of the game themselves are often very scriptive and easy to navigate. And while it's true that there's some choices inside of the games, obviously, I think more often than not, I feel like most of my decisions are made for me based on what I keep my starting hand. All right, let's play something else. I opened Death. So I wanna work on the Death Wave deck. I think we're gonna start here. One card here for each player. Yep. Yeah, I think I agree with that, David. One of the biggest decisions you make in most Magic games is how you sequence your lands, not even your spells. Agree? Huh? So the question is, do I want to Moon Girl before or after I demon? Probably after. Okay, so we're gonna Okoye into Carnage here. And then next turn we can Moon Girl to copy my hand up. Carnage eats everything at the location he's present at. So he's gonna turn into a 13 power thing on Nidavellir here. Adam's actually really strong at this location. Good beat for my opponent. There's a good chance that they're about to draw here. Adam Warlock in general, I think, is a pretty bad card. But in this spot specifically, he's still behind because my Carnage is huge. All right, and I get to Moon Girl copy my death here. So the basic combo with this deck's called Death Wave because death reduces her cost for every card destroyed in a game. And Wave here makes cards in both players' hands cost 4, who then death then reduces. So when I wave on turn 5, death is gonna cost me 1 mana on turn 6. I think I snap here with that draw actually, and we're gonna Moon Girl into the Hellfire Club. My opponent retreated. Seriously? Maybe they were tired of waiting? I wonder what their deck. It's so sad that our deck doesn't get to play out here. We actually just had the Stone Cold Nuts, right? Because Moon Girl copies these, so I'd get to wave into double Demon next turn, and then I'd have double Death plus Chavez. Moments like that, I almost wonder if I'm not supposed to snap for the sake of content. Like, it's strategically optimal to snap there before they see anything. Yeah, it definitely felt spooky. Maybe their hand was just trash, but who knows? I mean, why is it a good call for my opponent? I literally had only played a Demon and a Carnage. Super Flow, sure. I think I just Killmonger here for the sake of getting this out, because I don't want to Killmonger after I demon, although maybe we might be waiting to demon until after we wave. I got one of their 1-drops too though, which counts towards what's her name, which is nice. I could Moon Girl here to work up to copying the demon. I don't hate that. I like how your justification for why my opponent's retreat was good was information you didn't actually have. Stay classy, Twitch chat. Alright, so this is gonna copy a demon and a wave here. I am gonna lose the super flow bonus, but I think that's fine. Deadpool's gonna pop back up into our hand here. Every time Deadpool gets destroyed, his power doubles up and he comes back to your hand. Mr. Sinister nearly gets it. To draw a couple of cards here. Death? That's not the death I wanted for Christmas, chip. I want a demon middle. Make them commit more there. Then we'll go right, left, and then we can Chavez next turn with the wave. They just Nakia'd a bunch, so waving here seems appealing. I think we're actually torched here with this strong play, right? If I play here, they only need to play a 5 power thing here or a 6 power thing here to win. Is there always a feature location? No. There's not a feature location more often than not. They'll only play 1 card, right? Yeah, so just like 1 big card in either of these spots beats us. Oh, I guess I get ahead here, right? I'm dumb? No, I'm dumb. Chat, I'm dumb. Because I'm going up in the 3rd. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you're right, Chat, I'm dumb. Korgum here. It's literally already up on my channel, my dear old friend. We want to stack up most of our 1-drops here in the same spot so we can kill all of them with, what's it called if we draw them? I think I want to play Squirrel Girl into nowhere so that way, we don't fill this up. Because if I draw Carnage, I want to be able to Carnage here. Do I just cast Death off of their wave? Because it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to destroy anything this game. I feel like the answer is yes. Alright, so I Moon Girl here. Get 2 demons, then we double demon right next turn. Or we could like demon if they don't play into the right. They're a destroyer deck and they flipped nowhere. That's a really good beat. It does not include Agatha. Agatha's like a completely separate beast. I think we're dead. Oh wait, I can Chavez now, huh, though? I guess. I'll stay in for a cube. We'll go fishing. I think we're gonna lose nowhere. Oh! Got him. Got him! Titan coming in handy for us too.
Victory.
We haven't done the thing yet, though. Sans the one game where our opponent retreated before we could. Hoping to draw a Carnage. So we can eat up the right side here. I don't have any destroy effects in sight here. Is concerning. I think I want to just demon mid. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to wave mid now. And then put death over here next turn. Well, so the problem was, even if I drew Carnage this turn like I did, I couldn't Moon Girl here or here and get her effect. So because of the locations, I kind of had to force my hand, right? Guess we'll do this and stay in for one, but feels like we're dead here. And I lose Mojo World because I played 2 cards here. Oh, and then we lose the tiebreaker hard. That's really sad. We would have gotten to do the thing this game if the location variance hadn't fucked us. Big House and Dark Dimension were both real bad for us. The way things lined up. I feel like Carnage and Venom would be too good if they took the abilities of the things that they got. Yeah, I agree with you that would be a good flavor thing, but I think that would be a bad game balance thing. Thanks for the 32 months, Chase. Welcome back. Okoye on 1 here. Basically always the one we want to start on given the option. Squirrels. All right, so let's hood here. I think I'm going to Deadpool in the middle because if we, well, actually, I guess I want to hood and Deadpool middle because I really want to destroy both of these, right? And if I draw Killmonger, they'll kill everything anyways. But if we draw Carnage, we can only kill one location. Definitely do not want to play Squirrel Girl. And I kind of want to hold wave for after I Moon Girl, so I think we're just chilling here. And we Okoye'd before we got negatived.
Escape.
Well, that's a beat. Mr. Negative is a very powerful card in the right deck. He flips the power and cost of everything in your deck. Getting him at random in a deck that's not built around him, though, basically means you don't get to play. Well, that's sad. The locations have been brutal for letting our deck do the thing so far today. We were like set up to fully pop off here, and then Elatan pops up now. How's Deadpool, man? I mean, this deck's just been trash so far in general. I've not been impressed with any of it, so. We've also been running a little bit bad, so it's hard to say for sure, one way or another. Guess I'll just sit here and copy the demons. I wonder if this copies the cost reduction on my death, or if they get a 9 mana one. So if I go Demon here, Moon Girl here, Demon copies to my hand, and then Moon Girl copies it again? Oh, Death, that's true. Death symmetrically counts destroys. So yeah. How have you progressed on the collection ladder so high? With the most powerful card in mobile gaming, your credit card, you too can progress up the Snap collection ladder track very, very quickly.
Escaped.
You can purchase 1,800 credits for gold every day from the shop. And I've been doing it every single day for a month or so now. Okay, well, that's really good. Is that snappable? I think that's snappable, huh? Especially with Okoye hitting Deadpool. Do I Moon Girl first? No way, right?
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we'll get to copy the 4-power Deadpool here also, is exactly right. Ooh, they have Quinjet, plus a lot of others. Okay. So my only other destroy effect is Killmonger, so it doesn't really matter where I play this because Killmonger will get it anywhere. We'll play into the hub here and copy all of these. Actually, I'd rather copy. I want to copy the Nova probably, right? And it's free. Yeah, I'd rather let's do this actually. All right, so we want a Killmonger or a Wave this turn. Our two best draws by a lot. Sick. Okay, so I'm having a hard time envisioning us not winning this game, huh? So next turn, I will get to play Death Chavez. Oh, but I can't play them into here though. Oh wait, I can play Death into the big house technically. I might not need to though, right? I think we just do this and stack the big house up. Yeah. Very snapped, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's incredibly awkward. I think we're still good. So they have a free death as well, thanks to their White Queen. But we can win middle, and we get to add. We win middle easily, and we win right.
Opponent snapped.
Opponent snapped? Really? How do I lose this? What do they play that beats me here? This puts me to 18 in the middle. I guess there's a world where. No, they have priority. Shang-Chi doesn't beat me. What if they play Blue Marvel? If they play Blue Marvel, they go to 19 here, so I should put these two here so we tie here. I'm gonna play around Blue Marvel and play a Death Mid. I think we're good though. Thank you. All right, good shit. Good shit. All right, we did the thing.
Victory.
God bless us, everyone. Yeah, they must not have realized we had 2 deaths. How have the stream numbers been for Snap? The live Twitch numbers have been medium to a good, like, everything's worse than my Magic numbers on Twitch, but the YouTube numbers for Snap have been really good. Especially on the dedicated Snap highlights channel. So I'm thinking, and that's all before when you consider the fact this game's not even released yet. So this is kind of like we're priming things right now. I'm interested to see what metrics look like once everybody can download and play on command without needing to side loader stuff. Gosh, we're so good at hitting Crimson Cosmos today. Someone said Yondu counts towards death. Does it really? Remove the top card of your opponent's deck. I don't understand why that would count towards death. That's gotta be a bug, right? That doesn't say destroy. That has to be a bug, right? Feels like bug abuse. Okay, it's a bug. I'm not gonna do it then, because that's definitely a bug. Yes, not a destroy effect. Oh, they have Sunspot. We have Killmonger. That's exciting. And honestly, with Killmonger, I could probably play this Carnage out early, right? Just use my resource this turn. But I'm gonna snap Killmonger into Sunspot.
Escaped.
Oh, sometimes it'd be like that. That's fine. Crimson Cosmos wasn't good for us anyways, chat. Alright, so we're not playing Killmonger this game with Carnage here. Is this the best deck, or is it a Ghost Rider deck? I don't think we have an objectively best deck at the moment. Which is always a fun place to be for a card game. Do I want to keep generating hoods over here? I think I might have enough demons yet. I think Deadpool's probably on the weak side, but I also think, like, it mostly doesn't matter what you play, because it's, like, all replacement level. You just need 1-drops to kill, and Deadpool's another 1-drop to kill. Play that. I can't, I don't know what we're doing here. I'm just kind of like clicking cards into play. So if I Carnage this, I get a 13 power Carnage back to my hand that we can then play over here next turn, which is nice. And the Nova makes these bigger. Or sorry, it'll be 14 actually, right? 15? 14? Something like that. The best deck that's definitely the most popular is the Pool 1 Zoo deck for sure. It'll be large. There'll be a large Carnage coming back to my hands here. Is there a patch today? We do not know the answer to that question. Could be tomorrow. That death is super cheap, Chip. Part of me wants to just do this. And this is 1 mana. Sequencing. Let's put this out here first. Big our Carnage is, chat. Carnage is eating his Wheaties for sure.
Oh, snap.
Cloning Vat leads to some very silly games for sure. You know what we did have today, though, chat? a new deck highlight. If you didn't check out that on the Uglandia Snap channel on YouTube, make sure you check that out today. We're gonna be here live for another hour or so at least, but be sure to give the YouTube some love as well. Play 4 cost cards, win with 10 power less. This is one we're probably not gonna do with this deck. Our deck makes very big numbers. Yeah, I really hope they buff the ongoing deck in this patch. It would be really good. It needs it. Needs it real bad. Don't you tell me how to live my life. You're not my dad. You're an archetype. I really like the Beast Bounce deck. It's definitely my favorite.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah, they have some crap deck. That's the highlight this morning. Has been growing on me, that's true. That deck also plays Beast, to be fair, though. So it kind of qualifies as a Beast Bounce deck, if you squint. Okay, I think I'm gonna Killmonger this turn, because if I draw Moon Girl next turn, who's one of 5 cards I could draw, because Chavez is one of my 6, I want to be able to Moon Girl to copy Death. Either way, I think we're in a good spot, though, because we're going to have Death Plus. What's it called on the last turn? Death gets cheaper for each card destroyed in the game, so Killmonger is about to live up to his name. Make Death super cheap. As not the Moon Girl I wanted for Christmas, Chip. So we'll go Wave. We'll go Wave here plus Korg in the middle. And then next turn we're guaranteed to draw Chavez. And we'll be able to play Chavez in one spot and then Death in the other, because Death will be free. Yeah, Brock. This is basically the setup this deck is going for. On the last turn, we get to make 2 big plays, and our opponent only gets to play a single card. This deck always wants to, like, wave on 5 as opposed to using her on 3 to accelerate into a big play early. It's a disruptive plus play 2 things piece for us, essentially.
Victory.
Alright, we have Death, and we have Moon Girl. Oh, we have a Koye on 1. We see one of our, Wave and one of our Destroy effects. Okay. I'm loading all of these 1-drops into the same location, so that way if we draw Carnage, he can destroy all of them. Killmonger can obviously get them from anywhere. Huh? think we just have to chill here. I think we just have to. I guess I could demon here with the hope to draw Killmonger next turn to clean everything out. Yeah, maybe that's the line. Maybe we hood here to draw towards Killmonger.
Opponent snapped.
Just actually max punish, drew the card edge, and filled the spot. And that Los Diablos killed that.
Escape.
Edge. Working up towards our 4th Chavez Infinity split. Although I really like this this yellow background split. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, this deck that we're playing is kind of doing something novel, but its consistency definitely feels low. Which means it's a deck that's definitely going to reward you for snapping early when your hand looks strong and then bailing out when appropriate late. Righty then. Everything being cheaper, I think we just chill for a turn here. We get more 1-drops out for Killmonger to destroy. Well, that's a pretty good 1-in-4. I don't even really need wave this game, right? My death already costs 1. I'm gonna do this to try and win Asgard.
I am Iron Man.
Alright, so definitely not winning nowhere.
Opponent snapped.
The Moon Girl's a lovely pickup. It's double Death Nova next turn. Double Death Double Nova, actually. I think the thing I'm most looking forward to with the upcoming, with hopefully an upcoming full release of this game, is playing against less bots. The bots are like comically bad.
Oh, snap.
It's like cute or whatever to farm them for cubes, but it'll be more enjoyable playing ladder games and like making content, especially when we're not like, this game feels kind of like a waste because like the bot was just bad. And that's definitely a player base, player density type thing. I think someone said their program is like a bot jumps into the queue if you like wait more than 5 seconds currently. It'll also be interesting to see how much harder it is to ladder up once we hit the open beta stage and there's less bots higher on the ladder, because the bots being higher up on the ladder is a method of injecting more cubes into the system. How do you tell if it's a bot? So there's 2 things that give away if it's guaranteed to be a bot. Currently, they're the monochromatic variant fixture. The cards that are black and white aren't attainable by actual players. So if you see one of those, it's guaranteed to be a bot. And the second is that there's a bunch of avatars that also aren't obtainable yet for people that the bots tend to use. So it'll be harder to tell who's a bot once players can get those variants. or those cosmetics, but they can't currently. All right, I would love to Korgon 1. Get them a rock in their dick. Shit. Good old rock. Nothing beats rock. Hood into Deadpool with Carnage and Death lined up already. I think this is an early snap. Our opener here is really strong. I wonder if they're going to concede because they flipped Clintar on their Scarlet Witch. Nope, they're staying in. Okay. Now the question is, do I play my demon out here, or do I hold it on the off chance that we get a Moon Girl next turn? I think we hold it for the chance at Moon Girl. I think I want a Squirrel Girl here, though, and get her out of my hand. Although I guess if I draw Moon Girl, she copies these three, and then that's fine, right? Oh, I forgot Deadpool is coming back to my hand. Yeah, I should have played Squirrel Girl because of Deadpool coming back. We drew Wave. So Wave sets us up to do the thing, which is nice. So next turn, we're going to Wave, and then we'll be able to Death plus Chavez on the last turn. I'm not running the risk of filling my locations, and New York means we can slide things around here, so I think I play these out. Wait, they waived me? Really? Huh. I thought they were playing, that's interesting. I thought they were playing like a zoo deck that was going to spew on 5 and 6. That's great for me. I would love to wave you back here. Okay, so they can only play one card here. I'm up 8 here. I'm up 4 here. So we go Chavez here, Death here. Then we're good. Sure, we're good. This puts us up 18 here, and it puts us up 14 here with Clintar. So we're like basically up 16. Every time Professor Cheese loses a match, an angel gets its wings chipped. Get out of here. Professor X nonsense. Oh, they thought they were gonna get us with Claw.
Victory.
It's funny. It's for the cubes. Well, I guess it doesn't matter where I play my 1-drop style, because my other way to destroy them is Killmonger, so. do. This is a variant Okoye, yes. I think I Moon Girl, and then if we draw Killmonger next turn, which we're 1 in 4 to draw, we get to go Hood, Killmonger, and then we get to like double death and a bunch of demons next turn.
I am Iron Man.
How about a Deadpool, chat? What if we draw a Deadpool? I think that means we're dead, right? Because my demons are 1s. It's gonna bounce. Yeah, the Sokovia taking our cartage and then not hitting the 1 in 4 for Killmonger's unfortunate. Have I bought any variants or all of mine's from the track? I think I've bought 3 or 4 variants. I bought variants for some of my favorite cards that came up in the shop. Like, I think I bought, I bought Rocket Raccoon yesterday. And I think I bought the Falcon one. The Beast one I opened, but I bought the Falcon variant that I have because the Beast Falcon deck's one of my favorites. Remember, chat, for me, they're all tax deductible variants. So thank you everybody for watching my content so I can call this a job. Thanks for being here. An Okoye into Sinister London sounds lovely. Speaking of spending money, I don't know why I'm just remembering it now because we were talking about things that I bought. Someone asked earlier, had I spent some silly number on this? I think they said $6,000. No, I've spent about $1,000 on Marvel Stacked max spending. So 1,800 credits per day. It's not a $1 to 1 credit ratio. Is the money I spend on Marvel Snap actually deductible? Yeah, all of the money I spend on all of the mobile games I play on stream gets written off. 'Cause I wouldn't be able to do my job if I didn't have stuff in them. Am I playing this out? I think do we want to just go all in on hitting? I'm gonna go all in on hitting Killmonger here because it's funny. Calculated. This Twitch stream is pre-recorded in front of a live audience. Thank you everybody for watching today. Never forget, I am a trained professional. Do not try this at home.
Oh, snap.
So it's, I'm gonna make 2 Killmongers here. Not that killing extra stuff does anything, but like an extra 5 power thing sounds good when I'm about to clean the board out. Okay, so my deck is empty. These are the cards we get. They have my copy of Death, chat. They have my copy of Death. What do we do with that information? Opponent snapped. All right, I think I'm staying in for content cubes, chat. I would like the record to reflect what I am about to do is wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Hey, and we want this other carnage to land here. Rats. Okay, so if I do this, I get 5 demons for the last turn. I have 6 locations to play into. But they have 2 deaths that they're gonna get. Oh gosh, our death is 14 power too, right? They have our wave too. Yeah, that's true. That was the other card we had drawn, right? They took our death and our wave with their two cable draws, took our death and our wave. Rip. What a sick beat.
Escaped.
Beats by Dr. Ice. See, chat, the easiest way to tell I am a respectable, upstanding Marvel Snap player is I haven't even Infinity Split Nova a single time. Because I wasn't a degenerate in the first season. Alright, open and draw another 1-drop here so we can go 1-drop before we Carnage. Hold on to this for now. I might want to Moon Girl the Demon, I think. Draw another 1 there is unfortunate. What if we kill Monger? And then next turn we can Deadpool Carnage Demon. I guess I want to Moon Girl this turn, actually.
Opponent snap.
Okay, now I want to do this, right? I think I'm staying in through a snap here. So if I Moon Girl this turn, I have 4 1-mana 6-power things I can play next turn, right? Which seems pretty good. I only have 4 cards, so Mobius probably doesn't get much bigger, right? Yeah, super good. Sick game. Didn't get to do our death thing, but our Deadpool got to pop off there a little bit. Definitely been the most impressive game for him, getting up to 6 and pairing with the Demons and the Moon Girl was really sweet. Hey, nice, Strom. I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, getting to play in person is definitely one of the best things about Magic. Thanks for the 2 years. Welcome back. This is a card game, him and 4 cheese. Am I still missing Venom? No, I have Venom. I just don't think it's very good here. The premise of the game I can explain right here. So you see there's 3 locations here. My cards have a power in the top right of each corner, and the goal is to have the highest power in 2 of the 3 locations after 6 turns of play. Cards have a mana cost top left, and you get 1 mana per turn up to 6 on the 6th turn. Ooh, second infinity split on my wave. Some boosters. I don't think I'm getting a new card today. Probably late tonight. We'll have a new one tomorrow. 3306. That's what? 39 levels off. Hey, Quilcy, thanks for the 21 months. We had two really good magic sessions this morning. Who did we just split? Wave. So cards leveling up in this game. They don't increase the power level of them, but they increase the cosmetic. And then when you get them to this highest infinity level, you get to split them into a new background or frame effect. So this one, I actually don't really like the triangles, but that's the next one we have now. And then you upgrade through the variant again and can split them for other various effects. What's my favorite one? I can show off a couple. Chavez is one I've split a couple of times. She has a gold yellow border behind her, and my Iron Man has a sweet border effect. This guy has got the little swirls around him and stuff. Snap is super easy to get into. You can literally pick the game up in about 30 seconds. In fact, this short video here is less than 10 minutes. It lists my top 5 things I really like about Snap and what it's doing that's different than a lot of other card games. And it includes a 60-second how to play breakdown in there that walks through all the details. It's really super straightforward. In fact, the ease of explaining the basics of it, I think, is one of the game's good strengths. But it's also similar to other games like chess, where even though it's very easy to pick up the basics of, there's a lot of depth to the strategies you implement while you play. So we're stacking up all 3 of these cards in the same location here, because Carnage comes down and eats everything where you play him, and he gets 2 bigger for each of them. So Carnage is going to be a hungry boy, and he'll eat everything here, including the rock. And for those of you who are concerned at home, it's okay for Carnage to eat Squirrel Girl in this instance because he's not Batman. Nova here says when he gets destroyed, he gets everything else gets +1 power. So we'll power up these extra squirrels that Squirrel Girl brought with her. Like, they are also playing a Destroy variation. Death. Stupid racks. One of the things, I talk about this in the Magic Awesome video, but deck building in this game is a lot more precise than a lot of other card games. Your decks are 12 card singleton, which makes them very consistent, but the locations provide a lot of variance to the gameplay. So even though the decks are consistent, the matches tend to be pretty varied because the locations in the center that are flipping up make the gameplay different from game to game, even between matchups with the same 2 decks, which is nice. I don't really have anything worth moon girling here. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wave. And like hope we go draw something worth copying with Moon Girl next turn. Yeah, specifically putting variance, putting the bulk of the variance for a game into something that isn't the deck building aspect is really a really neat thing to be doing. All right, so my Carnage killed exactly 3 things this game. So my death is free this turn. I guess we play her out. And then next turn I draw Chavez. We're actually in a pretty okay spot, right? So I think I'm gonna Moon Girl center, death right, Or do we death left, moon girl center, and then kind of leave them guessing? If they play into the big house, though, so death technically costs 9, so she can sneak into the big house, which is nice. I think I'm gonna play moon girl here, so I have the option to play into either subterranean or dream dimension next turn. Hey, not the rain. Thank you for the brand new prime. I know there's a ton of people out there you can send that to every month. Thanks for sending it this way this month. Oh, they're also the Death Wave deck. That's cute. If they're also playing Death Wave, I think we're torched at this point, though, right? If it costs 3, no, it was reduced by 3, so it would be 6 without Wave. Yeah, so they have a Chavez here, so we're just dead, so we'll retreat.
Escaped.
Oh, the opponent destroyed stuff too. I'm really bad at that, chat. Death is symmetrical. Yes, chat is correct. This is my first day playing this deck, and I haven't played a mirror before. The destroys being symmetrical is a really great shout out. I appreciate that you're making Snap content, not enough on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for that. I'm glad, and thanks for letting me know that it was you're subbing for the Snap stuff. Snap is honestly my favorite game I'm playing right now, and I would love to be able to do more of it. This is my full-time job here, so the folks that support for Snap really lets me justify doing more. Hopefully this game pops off when we get I don't want to Squirrel Girl early here because of Super Flow. Once it gets a full release. Hood into the center here to start. Hold on to Squirrely for now. The negative zone, I honestly, they played Angela in the negative zone. I almost feel like I should snap. Anybody else that feels snappable? Any guides or builds for people who are pull 1? If you look up the Wolf's Bane Zoo deck on my Snap YouTube channel, that's a good pull one deck. I think Okoye is the only pull 2 card in there, and you can pull that out. They could be a beast deck, that's true, but they didn't play a 1-drop one. I guess they had. Right, I'm gonna do this here. See how it goes. You're right. The fact that they could be a beast deck makes me think maybe I shouldn't. Mr. Fantastic. Are they a bot? These cosmetics don't usually mean bot, right? Feels like a person. Okay, Killmonger here is actually great because it lets me clean up the squirrels. And then I'd like to draw Moon Girl next turn so we can copy Death and Demon. Oh, they're a Khazar deck, which makes us feel a little bit sad for using Killmonger early, but that's what it is. Nova also makes us a little sad to have used Killmonger early. Our wave next turn should be pretty good, though. How does Deadpool feel? It's like replacement level. We did have a game where we popped off where we won because we had 2 Deadpools and 2 demons on the last turn. And Deadpool was 6 power. Okay, so we Korg plus Wave here, and then next turn we have Death plus Chavez. So they're flipping first, so we don't even have to worry about Shang-Chi. So we eat Chavez here. They go to 18, we go to 21. Am I supposed to play Death here to play around Blue Marvel? They have some weird choices. Oh, you know what? They could Spectrum us, right? Am I supposed to play in the negative zone because of Spectrum? I think I am, right? Because Spectrum would give them +4 here, which means they'd be 22. Oh, I guess Death puts me to 23, right? And then I can Chavez here middle and win that. She'll be +7 and they only get +4 from a Spectrum. Yeah, I think this beats Spectrum. We beat Blue Marvel too, right? Yeah. Solid. I'm glad I took a second to talk through Spectrum and Blue Marvel there. Ended up coming to the right conclusion here. Should Deadpool be another destruction effect? No, I think if you don't play Deadpool, you play another 1-mana card. It's really important to have a critical mass of 1-mana cards to destroy, so you have enough destroy effects to make Death cheap enough. You really need to kill 2 to 3 things for Death every game. I refuse to play the triangle split when I have a better split, so. Obviously, don't want to play my 1-drops into Dark Dimension because they get hidden over there. Killmonger into the Ant-Man is probably pretty good. I guess we just Killmonger to get some destroys in here. Hopefully they play another 1-drop here and then Killmonger can get another one. Unfortunate. So if I Moon Girl into Wave, my deaths are going to cost 2 on the last turn, so I can play 2 deaths. So I think that's fine, right? Moon Girl always copies your hand from the left, so we'll get a copy of Wave and a copy of Death here. So then we have to Wave here because we want her effect to take next turn, and then we'll Deadpool left, and then we'll double Death here. Oh, bots! Claw on the right, Chip. Claw on the right.
Opponent snapped.
Man, I really hope they open the floodgates and let everybody in this week when they roll out Nexus events. Dear Marvel Snap, if you think your servers are ready, let the people play. my favorite deck so far. The Beast Bounce deck, the Beast Collector deck, is probably my number one. I want to get one more good game with this for a YouTube highlight, and then we'll switch over to playing something else. We're close to getting a highlight at the moment, so. Have rock. And I don't think I want a copy of Squirrel Girl, but I wouldn't mind another copy of Korg, and we're gonna Carnage into here. And again, the way Carnage works with cloning bats is Carnage eats everything, and then the higher power Carnage gets copied back to your hand. So when this Carnage comes back to our hand here, he's gonna be 8 power, which is pretty good. And then honestly, next turn, we probably just go Korg, Nova, Carnage here again, right? I'm gonna snap here. I think we're in a really good spot. Yeah, homegrown 0 mana death. Yeah, basically. Ooh, a piece of candy. Okay, so would I rather Hood here, or would I rather Korg and give them another rock? I kind of want to give them another rock, chat. Although getting demons online also sounds appealing. It's close. Demons are probably more likely to win the game. Hood over Nova. No, I want the... What is that? Does it matter? No, the order doesn't matter. They're right. Okay, so now we can even copy Death to our hand, right? So we can go Death here, Nova here, Carnage here. We can also do this. That kind of fills my board too much though, right? So I don't want a Korg. Because my death costs 2 right now. So if I do this, then next turn I can Death, Demon, Carnage, Nova. No, I guess I don't need another demon because I'm getting a demon from here. Let's do this. So I get to go Nova, Carnage, Demon, Death. Oh, they haven't discarded anything. Do I just play like the Death over here? Ordering is bad. Yeah. I think I play the Death here, right? To compete with the Dracula? Their hand has 3 cards. I guess they might get down to just Infinite. I should probably play around Infinite here. This leaves me with only 19 here. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Death middle to be hedge bigger here, right? So I'm down by more here, so I need more help. Yeah, let's do this. Opponent retreated. Okay, so they were just waiting, but this is optimal because I'm up a bunch here and I'm down here. So this would end me up with what? This eats 4, so 19, 20. I end up with 32 here in the center. Yeah, that seems great. That's a good cloning advance, 1 cloning advance game in the highlight sounds good. A permutation of the way they play out. I would love it if Snap had an eye like Runeterra does. It would make these endgame situations way faster to play out if I could just check that real quick instead of counting it all myself. Please make the computer do the math for me. All right, chat, what do we want to play? I'm gonna do like hey, no Therian, thank you for the sub gifts. That's super generous. All right, you know what? We haven't played any Have Some Crap yet today. Let's play some Have Some Crap. This has been my favorite deck lately, so let's do this. This deck is basic. This is the deck that's the highlight on the YouTube channel today. And it's basically just built around the idea of filling your opponent's board with crap. So we have Debris, who creates rocks, and Viper, who donates Hood. A lot of good stuff going on. It really leverages the design space of Snapwell.
This land is always changing.
I do not have Green Goblin. I am only collection level 3200, so still missing some key cards like Green Goblin. That's fine. We'll just give up a cube for content. We're already infinite, so my cubes don't matter for the rest of the month. We're just playing games for fun, so we can skip over Weird World. If we were still grinding for infinite, I'd play it out, but we can just chill for now. Have a rock opponent. Oh, ha, that's funny, Sunshine. Yeah, I also retreated. I wonder who retreated first. It's Debris here and fill up some rocks. Nowhere is kind of awkward for us. We have a lot of good on-reveal effects in this deck. Oh, I guess it's good with explicitly Doc Ock. We're playing against a bot here. Debris' animation is so good too. It's a big part of what makes her awesome. Well, Bishop into Professor X is kind of funny. Because now, what if you go? No, I want a Viper before we Ironheart and give things power. I think I want to just put extra power into here and not fill this center up, because I'm going to need to Ironheart middle as well. Ooh, that's going to make that harder to win. Have a rock. We're in an okay spot to win left and right here, at least. Or center and right.
Opponent snapped.
Oh, I'm not playing Doc Ock. Shit, I need to switch that. I was trying to play this deck on, what's it called, Day? Weird World Day, the one that switches your hands back and forth, and I forgot that I swapped that out. Because Doc is really bad when you're switching hands with your opponent. We might actually lose because of that now, huh? I guess we could maybe win, right? Do I, like, play Hood out somewhere? I guess we're gonna have Chavez for left. I'm gonna play these like this. I'm gonna Ironheart first, and I'm playing this out even though it hurts this path because I want to get Bishop bigger because I think we could win the expansion. If any of my Ironhearts hit here, we win the expansion. Sick. Okay. All right, that's actually kind of hilarious. We're losing by 1 because we played Hood there, but they played Lizard. All right, we probably win, right? Right? All right, let's fix that. Obviously, we won that game, but this deck's better with Doc Ock. I should have just stopped playing during Mindscape Highlight Day, but chat, I'm so addicted, I wanted to keep playing. Even though I was super annoyed that Mindscape sucks dick. Just awful. I was so annoyed at Mindscape. I was trying to make my favorite deck work. I ended up stopping playing anyways. I guess you mind it being featured. Big mood. I feel like there should be a short list of things that are never... I feel like if they wanted to feature a location like Mindscape, it should have been for less than 24 hours. Like, if you want to, like, have, like, a Mindscape or an Ego afternoon, do it for, like, 3 hours tops. But I basically feel like they wasted an entire day of my ability to play Marvel Snap with that location. Because it's just so rancid to play. Oh, well, this is fun. So we get to Iceman into Black Widow into Beast them back up. Maybe we debris before we beast them back up, actually. That could be fun.
Oh, snap.
Just don't be addicted. Don't tell me how to live my life. With the Hood play, I think we go Hood Beast this turn now, right? And then next turn I can go Hood, Viper, Demon, all mid. Oh, I messed up. Yeah, but you don't have hand space because of Olympia. Oof. Alright, Chad, I'm feeling lucky. We're gonna kick the Hood over here. Coin flip me, daddy.
Wind aid my hand.
Look at this professionalism. See that professionalism right there, chat? That's why people tune into this stream. For skill shots like that. And now we just Doc Ock into Olympia, right? But like, Shang-Chi was even kind of a worst case scenario, and we still just won, right? Like, Just the knowing how much power they have locked into a spot is just so good. Green Goblin is towards the top of my most wanted card since I started playing this deck. I think Green Goblin is better than Ironheart. Would be my replacement if I had a Green Goblin for this list. Replacements for Widow. Widow's kind of a unique card. I guess Green Goblin could fit, but a lot of the pool 3 cards in this deck don't have strong replacements. You need like a critical mass of like stuff that puts crap on their side. I put out a solo tier list for Unite lately. I think the last one I put out is still relatively reasonable. We haven't had a big balance patch in a long time, Hackmage. If you check the YouTube, the last one I think is good. Hood into Beast. I kind of like it. I am planning to do some Unite after we play Marvel Snap, probably on Thursday and Friday this week, since we're getting Glaceon, and we'll probably get a balance patch with it. But daily Unite stuff will continue as always. They filled Hala, eh? Oh, they wanted to... Okay, so their hand right now is 2 swarms. And there's a turn 7 this game, right? So I think we just Doc here, right? Which lanes am I winning? I have to figure out. I probably want to Doc Limbo, actually, right? There's also merit to just debrising this turn to, like, fill their space up and limit their board. Because if we debris enough, they might even, Yeah, I think I like this. Why not debris mid? Yeah, that's true. I was thinking I wanted more power here, but you're right. That would fill more of their spots up with bad stuff for them. Okay, so it's turn 6. They have Chavez, Swarm. Can I play to win center is a question. I don't think so. I obviously need to Carnage this turn. They have priority. I think we Spider-Woman, right? And then we're gonna play to win left and right. I definitely should have debris mid to the people that were saying that. I think they forgot Limbo is here. I should have snapped. They were playing this game like they forgot Limbo existed. Oh yeah, their strong guy is also down in the mid. That's true. It doesn't really matter, right? Like this is a choose your own adventure book. We can win. We can literally win whichever paths we want. I'm not gonna snap because they know they've lost, so maybe they'll stay in for one more cube to see it. If I snap, they definitely retreat. Trading anyway. anyways. Yeah, they just totally forgot Limbo was there. Well, I've definitely done that before too. It's like the old whoopsie poopsie. Would Magic be a cool addition to this deck? All right, you must be new to the channel. Magic is probably the most fucked card in Marvel Snapchat. It goes into literally every deck. I am confident when I say this. I am only collection level 3272. I do not have a copy of Magic. Magic is my #1 card that I would wager when everybody has her, they will probably nerf her. They just don't have stats showing how cracked she is yet. I would put money on Magic being optimal in almost every deck, and they will likely nerf her once they see that happening. Her effect is just so obnoxiously powerful. Getting to change the rules of the game at the very last second is so good. It's not $6,000. It's only $1,000, maybe $1,100. Chat, who's counting really besides my Android log? Are you judging me? Why do I feel like you're judging me? Magic is a 3-power brick in many decks. My favorite thing to bring up talking about Magic as a card is it lets me filter out people from my chat who don't understand card games. If you don't understand why getting to fundamentally change the rules of the game is different, is good, like I just can't help you. All right, so if we beast here, these two will come back up. I guess I could pick Iceman back up too, but then my hand is full. So do I want to draw a card next turn is the question. I think I do. I think I want to draw a card next turn, so Iceman in the middle. If your deck is built poorly and you're bad at the game, Magic's not going to seem very good. Look at this location. Just 0 power on each side, and we both got cards in play. It's pretty LOL. All right, chat, do we Gamba? Who wants to Gamba and put Viper in the middle here? I would like the record to reflect this is probably a bad play, but this is a content cube. Damn it. Just absolutely max punish 7 power. Yeah, we're torched because we can't get into the sanctum here, unfortunately.
Escaped.
Yes, Magic is good, but I always get Scarlet Witched on turn 6. So look at people tattletaling on themselves. Magic is good because you play her on turn 6 as a surprise last turn. In fact, the balance change that I would like to see to Magic is that Magic should only make Limbo before turn 6. Magic's is a if you don't understand what you're doing, you're not gonna think she's good. So a lot of people are gonna fumble around and not get it until she's been showcased a bunch and people get it. Magic is good. I'm gonna mute the audio here for a second so I can rant for a second. Magic is good because every good deck in Marvel Snap uses its resources and fills its board almost every time. And with Magic, you get to play Magic on turn 6 when your opponent fills their board, and suddenly there's a surprise turn 7 where you get to see exactly how much power they have in play in every single path, and then you get to decide, okay, can I beat this? And then if you can objectively beat their full board, you play your cards out and win. Or if you look at their board and go, okay, I can't beat this, you get to retreat and she saves you cubes. So the best case scenario is she gives you deterministic victory. The worst case scenario is she saved you half the cubes you were going to gamble in a close game. Like, she being able to change the rules of engagement at the very last second is so good. And don't get me wrong, Magic is bad against bad players playing bad decks that aren't using their resources efficiently. If your deck or gameplay is spewing infinite value and all of the sudden you have all these extra spaces and cards left over, yes, Magic's not good against that. But if you look at the handful of really good, really busted snap decks we have had so far, they all use every resource available to them. And Magic is cracked in half against all of the good decks. So yeah, if you're playing poorly and you're playing shitty decks, Magic doesn't seem very good against you, and you're right. But if you're playing well and you're playing good decks, she's insane. Insane. Yes, Magic rules text often translates to you get to play your last turn with near perfect information. Exactly that. And that's even before you get into the fact that she can remove locations that are troublesome from the board for you on top of everything else. It's even before you go, oh, she's also just Rhino and deletes a location that was bad for you. It's just like the cherry on top. Yeah, it's basically Time Walk if you're a Magic player. It is essentially Time Walk. Is exactly correct. All right, I think we Iceman and Korg to start. Get the disruption going. Thanks, Superflow. Orbeus was the most expensive card in their hand. It's an interesting piece of information. So we debris here, I think, now, so we can try and Viper them the rock over. Also, if we peel Carnage here, we can clean all of these up nicely. For people that are new to the man rambling and yelling loudly on your screen, I'm Jeff Hoagland. In addition to streaming full-time here on Twitch for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been playing card games for decades. I've got a couple of degrees in mathematics. I've spent a lot of time in doing game design things and playing games. I have a lot of experience with these types of things. What are we doing here? Speaking of types of things we're doing. I think we Viper and hope to kick them the rock. It's kind of a low roll. She'll be 0 power here. This still leaves me room to Carnage here later. And I think I'm going to Hood here on... Do I Hood left or do I Hood right? I think we Hood right, so that way if we hit a Beast, we can pick both these up. Although I probably don't need to Beast Debris again. So maybe it's better to do this right. It's close. You think once you have Magic, she'll get the Professor X treatment from you, where she makes the games not fun for you? It'll probably depend on how many other people are playing her. If we, like I said, I think once most people have access to Magic, she'll just be in every deck. So if we get to that point, I'll probably be playing it just to play it. I think I ranted for more than 60 seconds, but I'll take the first 60 seconds. Thank you for the clip, CJ. I appreciate the clip. I think I just want to clean these up here. And then we're going to play to win center and right here, I think, with their strong guy on the left. And then playing Swordmaster here is a little unfortunate for us, because it means if I want to try and sneak Hobgoblin in here, I could get into trouble.
Opponent snapped.
Alright, I'm going to gamble they don't play right here. Sick. Nailed it. Sometimes lucky. Sick. I love Spider-Woman in this deck, chat. She's basically 8 power for 4 resources. It's hard to tell if the decks I'm crushing are actually good or if they're good because I have Magic. Yeah, she's a big swing. The people saying, do we want a card that can make TVA? No. Please no. It's please no.
Victory.
Almost to our Ironheart Infinity split here. Just for what it's worth, too, because we ranted about her being kind of obnoxious. I actually think Magic is a sweet design in general, and creating Limbo as a card mechanic is good. I just think it's explicitly not good to be able to get a surprise extra turn. I actually think I would actually like to see, if you ask me, Jeff, what would your fix for Magic be? I would side grade Magic. I would template her exactly like Storm. I would want her to be a 3 mana, 2 power card that creates a location that turns into Limbo the next turn. That's what I would like to see. So that way you have to play it on turn 5 or earlier for it to turn into Limbo and have that effect on the game. I think that would be a sweet, neat design. All right. Do we Black Widow mid or do we Black Widow the negative zone and then Viper it over? I think I'm just gonna Black Widow mid. Sweet. And we didn't play into the negative zone, and we got rewarded by getting Doc Ock here, which is lovely. I guess I'm playing Ironheart out somewhere. This card should definitely be Green Goblin if I had it, but it's the best alternative one I have at the moment for this deck. I guess we'll play this here. With your design change, it gives top-heavy combo decks more time to set up for the rest of the game, but it also gives you more counterplay. So if that's an effect that gets to happen and play early, it means that the players have a chance to respond with things like Storm, Rhino, and Scarlet Witch of their own. It's not a surprise. Also, a lot of even good decks can have counterplay to Magic if they know it's coming. It's not just that you're getting a turn 7, it's you're getting a surprise turn 7. Most decks can sequence in a way that they get more value on that last turn if they just know the last turn is going to happen. So you're right, that design change does make her better in a certain type of deck, but I think that's good. I think she's a neat design that would be a neat enabler. Why Debris mid? Because I felt like there was a chance they play into this location. And my goal when I play Debris out is, generally speaking, to try and hit locations they're not likely to play into. So if they played here, I only put 1 rock into their location, into their board, and this way I put 2. My goal is to just fill their board with as much crap as possible. I'll snap them back. I think we're in a good spot here with the Spider-Woman and the Doc Ock here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, Grand Central's not the worst for us. All right, now things are getting sketchy, chat. Now things are getting sketchy. We might be torched down. We might be torched on that. They have one card. I think we're ranged, chat. I'm backing out. I'm not giving the bot cubes.
Escaped.
Yeah, it would even let you set up kind of the inverse strategy where you play a magic early and your opponent gets ready to plan for a turn 7 and then you take it away. Which that at least ends it as a surprise, but it means you had to work for it, right? And it's something they can be aware is a potential capability they could be using. I think that's much less obnoxious than a surprise turn 7. Thanks to the new followers coming in, by the way. I do Marvel Snap stuff here daily at the end of the stream. Usually I start streaming about 9 a.m. in the morning and we play Magic to start the day, but we switch over to Marvel Snap sometime between like noon Central and 2 p.m. Central, depending on how Magic's going, sometimes in the middle, and we play for 2 or 3 hours. If you want to catch the highlights of my Marvel Snap streams, I've got a Snap dedicated YouTube channel here, Hoaglandia Snap, but I also have a main YouTube channel /Jeff Hoagland where full stream archives get posted. This feels like a Black Widow left, debris, fill some crap up, Carnage, eat the left. We pick up Beast, maybe we'll bounce Black Widow and Iceman, but probably debris into Carnage here. Debris is also lovely and disrupts Angela because she fills a rock in here, so Angela is smaller then, which is nice. Angela gets bigger every time they play a card here, and the rock getting added from debris does not count as being played. Widows, giving them a Widow's Bite's a little awkward into Nidvaler, but it is what it is. Ooh, unfortunate that we drew Hood this turn. Would have liked to deploy him into Scovia to be eaten. Now, their Nightcrawler can move here, so they're not locked into 11 power in this path. We could see Nightcrawler slide out and them add more power their next turn. We'll see what they do. Beast is not a particularly great pull on our last turn here. Doc Ock. Twitch stream is pre-recorded in front of a live audience. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Yeah, it's the last turn though, so picking up the Goblin doesn't do anything. Oh, I guess Doc in the middle. No, that still didn't do anything, right? Does Chavez get us here? Yeah, barely. Unfortunate beat that they elected to play their entire hand out here, but makes sense because they knew they were going to draw Chavez on the last turn. I think gambling on the Hobgoblin there was fine. Having the strangest sense of deja vu. Oh, turn one. Turn one Black Widow's my favorite yet. She only bites a little. So it's just a little nibble, chap. Hobgoblin is lovely into Atlantis. How much money have I spent? A little over 1,000 USD. Doc Ock into Scar is always such a funny one. It's like, and for my next trick, alright, let's debris here. Their Killmonger is already gone. Well, that's an incredible draw. I think we snapped that, huh?
Oh, snap.
Because we get Demon, and then we have Hobgoblin next turn as well, so we have to Hobgoblin their Atlantis. I have spent the most money Marvel Snap will let me spend every day since I started playing. Yeah. Streaming mobile games is my full-time job here. This room I'm sitting in and this house that I live in is paid for by money I make making content. I know like normal human beings, that amount of money on a game like this seems insane, but it's literally just a tax write-off at the end of the year because it's my job. All right, so they have 3 cards in hand. They're gonna have a Chavez next turn. Our Hobgoblin flips up first here, which means that if they play a Destroy effect, we lose this, so I don't really want to play it here. I think I'm gonna Spider-Woman plus Demon right, so we can plan to win this, is my plan. Maybe that's wrong, though. Maybe I'm supposed to commit 1 here to hedge my bets.
Opponent snapped.
They played their Carnage already, right? They could have a death Killmonger here, I guess. But then they're not playing into here. I think we do this, right? I mean, just Chavez doesn't win, right? I'm gonna play left and stay in. Oh, they're playing Shang-Chi. Okay. Shang-Chi wasn't a card I was playing around. Yeah, we beat the demon. And Shang-Chi's like an impossible card to play around. There's a lot of variations of this Deathwave deck, and a lot of them don't play Shang-Chi. That was a close game. Nothing we can really do about that. Yeah, needed 1 more power on the left there. All right, chat. It is almost 4 o'clock here. I think I am going to go ahead and call it an afternoon. I appreciate everybody hanging out today. Remember, if you haven't done so already, check out my Snap stuff on YouTube, Hoaglandia Snap. There's also longer full stream segments if you like that as opposed to edited content up on my youtube.com/FHoagland. I'll be back tomorrow with Magic the Gathering in the morning and then Snap in the afternoon again for a couple of hours to end the stream. We'll be doing Snap every single day this week to wrap things up. Appreciate you hanging out and enjoy the rest of your Monday, folks.